Hey guys, Abby here. How are you guys doing? Um, I am back from my little hiatus with my sinus procedure. Um, it has been about 4 or 5 days. Um, five, 5 days. Yes, 5 days. Yeah, 5 days. Okay. So anyway, procedure went well, and I have not had a cigarette since the day before the surgery. So 6 days. Um, Everything is good with that. I feel like I can breathe out of my nose. There's still some swelling. I don't know if you can see. I've got a little bit of puffiness going on there. Um, but anyway, they said give it about 3 full weeks and I will be as good as new, or at least that's the hope. Um, Providing there's no scar tissue um, forming in there and blocking things back up. So I should be able to breathe normal, which will be fantastic and hopefully eliminate a lot of the sinus and throat infections and strep throat that I've been getting, because it's been kind of annoying, really. So, anyway, that's the update on that. Today, we are getting into a subject that we've kind of touched on before. It's about people wanting to be others' ashtray. Um, it's called fornophilia. Um, Basically, it's a form of bondage and sexual objectification, um, but in which the submissive person's body is incorporated into an inanimate object, such as a stool, a table, a chair, a cabinet, or in the case of our story today, an ashtray. So, um, let me get lit up. We'll see how this goes. It's been a long time since I've had such a big gap. Probably gonna get shaken and lightheaded and everything else. We'll find out. Okay. Ooh. All right. I can feel my hand shaking. I don't know. I'm not feeling too lightheaded. Anyway, we'll get into the story and take it from there. So, the story that I got in here was it says, fornophilia is a big thing for me. I love to be functional. I get a wave of euphoria that washes over me when I'm kneeling, huddled, or stretched out, fulfilling the role of an object, appliance, or piece of furniture. It is nothing short of addictive to a subby like me. My mind is suddenly alive with the excitement of being relieved of all decisions, such as when to move, speak, or do anything beyond fulfilling the one simple purpose. I've always been apprehensive to try it in real life because I've never known a smoker with whom I was intimate enough to entrust the responsibility of introducing me to it. As a non smoker with a lot of fear, I was hesitant, so I stuck to imagining it in my fantasies. But then I met the one. We have been together for a year. We both are subs primarily, so the most I'd ever indulged in the ashtray kink was her with her was when she'd casually blow smoke in my face, and I loved it. All right. Yeah, that was a good one. Feeling a little bit of jittery again. I'd get pleasantly floaty from the fumes, but it never progressed any further. But then last night, when I mentioned it to her that a potential play partner had suggested it as a part of a play date. Oh my god. I feel like this tastes much better now that I'm not stuffed up. I like can taste it better. Weird. I don't know. Anyway, blah blah blah. I had confessed to her that I was a bit apprehensive about the idea, and she offered to assist me immediately. She took my hand and led me to the front door. She perched on the stairs and had me kneel before her. I was practically drooling with anticipation. She asked me to lick the paper, and I immediately complied. As I ran my tongue across the paper, I wondered if the pleasant taste was real or if it was my heightened, horny mind playing tricks on me. She went to grab her lighter, and I reached for it to light up her cigarette. She smiled up at me with the nonchalance of a fellow sub who knew exactly how excited I was and how to best take advantage. I didn't say you could move, she grinned. I shamefully got back into position, and she told me I would be punished for that. I was in full view of our neighboring houses, and the kitchen light through the window was enough to show my kneeling figure, which only added to my excitement that others would be able to see me. She began to smoke, and as the nub of ash grew, she blew plume after plume of smoke into my face. I began to grow frightened as the glowing tip was millimeters from my face. I began to feel my safe word bubble up behind my lips repeatedly, and I repeatedly pushed it back down. Finally, it was time. She leaned forward and she spit on my tongue so as to protect my taste buds from what was to come. Then she tapped the ash onto my tongue and gave the order, swallow. Without any thought or hesitation, I did what she said, and I was surprised to find how easily the flakes went down my throat. She then said, "It's clear you were meant to be an ashtray," and smiled. She again commanded, "Out," and I extended my tongue once more. She landed another glob of spit on my tongue and pressed the lit end of the cigarette to the soft flesh. Instinctively, I reeled backwards, but quickly realized there was almost no pain. It was hot, but not burning. The ash tingled pleasantly on my curled tongue. I was shocked to show at how easy and pleasurable being an ashtray turned out to be. She then said, "Swallow," and then thanked me. I said, "Thank you, my lady." She smiled and asked how was that. I beamed up at her, filled with endorphins, and said, "Well, now I have a new favorite thing." So, that was kind of a steamy, exciting little story for you guys there. What do you guys think? Would you want to be an ashtray? Um, I did enjoy the story. However, I will have to say that I will stick with my original feeling on the stomach. I've had a few of you guys out there ask me this a couple of times about being an ashtray for me. I'm not sure that I would kind of get into that sort of thing, but you know, if that's your thing, go for it, do it, enjoy it. Just unfortunately, it's not for me. Um, Whether it's being on the receiving or giving end of that, I will clarify. Um, but again, no judgment here. We all like what we like. We're human and we all have our thing. I've said it before. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. And until next time, everybody. We'll see you soon.